A very good afternoon to you and welcome to your lunchtime news. You're with me, Katrina Chang. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. A stash of turtle eggs discovered from a house in Ambalangoda. Special program implemented to repatriate Sri Lankan nationals remaining in Malaysia illegally. UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon invites Iran to participate in Syria peace talks, Switzerland. Now taking a look at those stories in detail. An individual was arrested today for possession of 159 turtle eggs. The eggs were discovered in a house located in Ambalangoda. According to the police, the suspect has dug up the turtle eggs from the Akurala beach last night. The suspect was taken into custody based on a tip-off received. The police suspect that the individual may have stolen the eggs to sell them to tourist hotels in the area. And another local news, the Sri Lankan High Commission in Malaysia states that a special program has been put in place to deport Sri Lankans residing illegally in Malaysia. Sri Lankan High Commissioner in Malaysia, I. Ansar, said that discussions were carried out with immigration and immigration officers in Malaysia in this regard. He also added that about 40 to 50 Sri Lankans visit the High Commission on a daily basis, requesting for assistance.
30 to 40 individuals visit our High Commissioner's office on a daily basis. We have around 200 to 250 who are already registered with us, and we have already spoken with the immigration officials in Malaysia and are taking measures to deport them back to Sri Lanka. They issue clearance to around 50 persons per week. They have to purchase their ticket, which would amount to around $150. They are employed in different places. We are doing our best to provide clearance to many persons as we can, as soon as possible.
Meanwhile, media spokesperson and the Deputy General Manager of the Sri Lanka Foreign Employment Bureau, Mangala Randani, said that about 4,000 to 5,000 Sri Lankans are residing in Malaysia illegally.
According to the current records, many individuals are reported to be residing in Malaysia illegally. We cannot give a definite number as to how many reside there, but they have been while holding a tourist visa. However, according to data statistics received by Immigration and Immigration Bureau in Malaysia, there are around 4,000 to 5,000 persons residing there illegally.
An event was held yesterday to provide electricity to the Karagahavale area in Bibila yesterday.
The event was held under the auspices of Minister Vijit Vijay Muni.
I see one side of the story. Sometimes I think whether they sling mud to chase us away and replace us with new people. If John wants to come, let him come. We like when people come into our party. However, they need to leave something for us to do as well. We worked hard to create this government, and we will dedicate ourselves to protect it.
The accepting of postal voting applications for the Western and Southern Provincial Council polls commenced today.
Additional Elections Commissioner R.M.A.L. Ratnayaka noted that applications will be accepted till the 7th of next month. Government servants with permanent residence in the Western and Southern provinces are eligible for postal voting. The completed applications should be handed over to the district returning officers. Meanwhile, the time period allocated for depositing bonds for independent groups contesting the upcoming elections commenced on Friday. The time period expires on the 5th of February at noon. The accepting of nominations for the upcoming Western and Southern Provincial Council poll will begin on the 30th of this month and end on the 6th of February at noon.
Fishermen from the Puttalam district have been inconvenienced due to the reduction in volume of fish being caught. Many persons living in the Kalpitiya, Ilantidiya, Sinnapaduwa and Toduwava area engage in fishing. These fishermen who are unable to engage in fishing activities on a large scale utilize nets to catch fish. This group charges volume of fish being caught at the coastal belt of Kalpitiya, Ilantadiya, Sinnapaduwa and Toduwava is not as bountiful as before. They also noted that their livelihoods have been challenged by the reduction in prices of fish.
We catch fish using nets. It is hard to live because the prices of fish have decreased. On certain days we do not catch fish. On some days we catch 10 to 15 fish. We live in poverty. We went today and we did not catch any fish. We don't have money for fuel. I have 2 children who go to school. That is why expenses are very high. We live amidst many difficulties.
Train travel along the Colombo-Kandy main railway line was temporarily hampered today as a result of a technical failure in a train plying from Kandy to Colombo. The train plying from Kandy to Colombo was halted at the Pilimatalawa railway station due to a technical failure. The train remained at Pilimatalawa station for nearly 1.5 hours. According to our correspondent, the railway line has now been cleared. An elephant died after being electrocuted by an unsafe electric fence, which had been erected to protect a cultivation in the Anuradhapura area. The elephant dies after coming in contact with the electric fence located in the Vihara Halmilla area in Anuradhapura. Remnants of the fence were discovered by wildlife officials in a wooded area in close proximity to the location where the incident took place. The owner of the cultivation was arrested by wildlife officials. The post-mortem inquiry into the death of the elephant is being carried out by a team headed by the veterinarian Chandana Bandara of the Pandulagama Wildlife Office. Area residents charge that casualties continue to rise on both sides of the human-elephant conflict due to the negligence of officials. The fifth and final day of the third test encounter between Sri Lanka and Pakistan is currently underway at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Batting first, Sri Lanka recorded a first innings score of 428 runs before declaring their innings. Pakistan in reply scored 341. Sri Lanka resumed their second innings on an overnight score of 133 for 5. Aggressive batting by wicketkeeper Prasanna Jayawardene and skipper Angelo Matthews powered Sri Lanka to a lead of over 250 runs. Sri Lanka led the 3-match test series 1-0 and require only a draw to clinch victory of the series.
Prasanna Jayawardene opening the pace at the back. Now that was intentional and good. Let's cut away. Square cut.
A short while ago, Sri Lanka 196 runs for the loss of 6 wickets.
4 runs. That was given outside the off stump. Abdur Rahman's grab.
Well, that concludes your lunchtime news bulletin for today. It was a pleasure having you with us. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Katharina Chang. Have a pleasant day ahead.